Talk us through your selection, Steve.
Well, it was a good mix of players, we thought. Picking the second half of the draft, we thought it was a very even group of players there that we were going to be making our selections from. And we've got 3 picks in the rookie draft tomorrow as well, so we'll have a good look at that tomorrow. But bringing in Jay, Jacob, Lenny and Keaton, all different types of players. We are very confident they've deserved their opportunity on an AFL list and can develop in our system down at the club. They're all young players this year, got their own stories, but we're pleased with the group of players we're able to put together.
Do you feel they're all players that will take a bit of time? They're not sort of players that you can inject round one, like a Sean Manor, for example, last year?
More likely that they'll take a bit of time to develop, simply because they're 18 and they're just starting out on their footy journey, I guess, as opposed to Sean. But I don't like putting limits on players and too much expectation or what we like to do is bring the players to the club and help them get to the best they can be as quickly as we can.
Not much exposure on a couple of the guys, like Moliere obviously was, I guess, the second ruck to Dodson for much of the year, and even Lenny Hoffman coming on late, Jay Polkinghorn having his injury. So were there specific moments for any of those guys or specific games that really told you that they'd be a winner?
Well, they're a winner in that we've given them an opportunity. I mean, they've still got a long way to go to make it as AFL players, and they all realise the hard work ahead of them and the journey they're just starting out on. Well, they all had their moments over the course of the year. You're right, they weren't dominant players necessarily for their states or able to do things that would have put them up into the first half of the draft, but we think that provided us with the opportunity to bring some exciting talent into the club that has got plenty of development left in them. As young players, Jay and Jacob from South Australia. Jay started the year with a knee injury, which kept him out of the South Australian under-18 team, quite possibly. He would have had to be in good form to get picked. And Jacob, is as a developing young tall, not necessarily as a ruckman. We think he's a versatile player who can play key position as well. They we think have earned their opportunity and will be good for our club.
I'm not sure how strong Dodson was in your thinking, but obviously they went sort of in consecutive picks. Was there much of a debate around the ruck?
There was a lot of debate around all of the picks that we made. As I said earlier, I think picking the second half of the draft, it was a good even pool. We really think that Alex has got a great opportunity to be a good AFL player. And the same with Jacob and all the other players that we picked. So, wish all the players that were picked by other clubs all the best and hope they have great careers. But the 4 that we got tonight, we're very happy with.
And you put in a couple of bids to get off the mark. What was your thinking?
We just picked the players that we thought would be best, or called the players' names that we thought would be best for our club under the circumstances, and those clubs that had the matching rights on those players were able to do that, and that's what the system allows.
Were you more confident on one or the other being matched or not?
Certainly expected both Ty and Ben to be matched, and even Lenny Hoffman at the end was a St Kilda NGA player, and probably realised that once they'd picked some similar sort of talent to Lenny earlier in the draft, that there was a chance he was going to get through to us.
Pretty sort of steep comparison, but do you see a bit of Tom Hawkins in the way Ty Gallop goes about it, just the big body and whatnot?
Well, he is a very competitive, smart, strong, big forward, and that's what Tom was. So yes, but he's got a long way to go.
Well, you had a bit of a celebration the other week, Wellesley, a bit of a milestone, 40 years in the job. I mean, how long do you reckon you've got left? And two, what are your reflections on the whole experience of 4 decades in the Cape?
I'm so privileged to have been at the Geelong Footy Club for more than 40 years, and I think footy's changed a fair bit from when I first started, and forever grateful to the support that I've had from our club. Yeah, it's. I'm very lucky to still be there. How long have I got to go? Well, it's not up to me. It's up to my bosses, really. But I reckon I'm closer to the end than the start.
How much has it changed? Obviously, there would have been zones and that sort of thing back when you were in the game. But like, what's been probably some of the biggest changes?
Oh, the introduction of the draft and going to the national competition. But probably, I was thinking about this recently. The biggest change is just going from a semi-professional sport to the amazing professional competition that we have now, and the media around it, the supporter bases, the professionalism of the competition as an elite sport that can stand up worldwide.
What was it like as a recruiter back then? Were you doing part-time stuff then, or was it?
As a recruiter back then, we didn't have the vision or the stats or the information that we get these days. We just get in the car and go and try and find a player somewhere at a good game in the bush. But it's changed a lot, and it's been a privilege to have to keep up with those changes.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
So you still do that now?